Hello and welcome to this first lecture in this new section on using AI for data-driven pattern recognition. In this course, AI for mastering complexity in problem solving and decision making. So in this section, we will give you a good idea of how can you use AI for data-driven pattern recognition. And we will begin by taking a look at in this lecture of how can you use AI analytics dashboards like Power BI and Copilot, Tableau, and ChatGPT with data upload to visualize correlations between variables. So, how do you think you can do that? How can you use AI analytics dashboards to visualize correlations between the variables? Any thoughts? You know, you use AI analytics dashboard basically as a smart data partner. You bring in the data, right? And the AI helps you ask better questions and find correlations and visualize them. Now, we will take a look at the steps in this lecture. We will begin by looking at what is the core idea, what does AI plus dashboards really do. Then we will see how can you use Power BI and Copilot. Then Tableau plus AI, how can you use, and then ChatGPT. And then I will take you through some good prompts to discover correlation in a simple workflow that you can repeat in any data set. So that's the plan for this lecture. So the core idea, what are we really trying to do? So, what you want to do is you have lots of columns and rows and you have data in them as you see here. Then what you want to do is you understand which variables move together, right? And which ones explain my outcome. So there's so many variables and their outcomes. So you've got to figure that out. And AI can help you do that with understanding the data in terms of column types, missing values, and then it suggests usual visuals like scatter plots, heat maps, trend lines. Then highlight correlations, numerical plus categorical, and then explain pattern in plain, simple language. You still decide as a human being what is meaningful or what is just noise. So that's what we are trying to do really. So let's take a look at Power BI and Copilot and see how can we easily find correlation. So first step is obviously to load the data and you import your data set into Power BI desktop in CSV, Excel or database and clean basics, data type, date formats, remove obvious junk, etc. So that's the first step. Then second step, you let Copilot explore the model, you know, and in Power BI service, you do that, and what you do is you go to the report and use Copilot or ask a questions about your data, a Q&A. So you'll find these features there. And once you are there, what you do is you ask few things like show a scatter plot of sales versus marketing spent by months, and you will get it. Which variables are most strongly related with churn rate? That's what you want to find out. So whatever your questions are, you start creating based on the data set, and you can also ask to create a correlation style view between the variable A, variable B, variable C, and the target. And what will Copilot do? Copilot will, suggest visuals that show relationship, generate charts in terms of scatter, line bar, etc. automatically, and sometimes suggest measures or transformations like averages, percentages, etc. etc. So that's the second step. So once you have loaded data and let Copilot explore the model, the charts are generated. You can refine them and you can use the trend line analytics pane, etc. to check strength of relationship. Some example prompts to do all this, you could simply ask, what factors are most associated with high customer lifetime value? And or you could ask, create a visual showing the relationship between number of support tickets and customer satisfaction score. Or is there any pattern between delivery time and refund rates? And once the charts are prepared, you can, as we were saying, you can refine, filter by region, time, segment, and use trend line, analytics pane, etc. to check your strength of relationship. So that's how the correlations are made easy in Power BI and Copilot. Let us now look at how to use Tableau. Tableau GPT explain data for visually exploring pattern. So first step is to connect data, right? And what you can do there is you can open Tableau desktop cloud Tableau and connect your data source, which is it could be an Excel database, etc. And connect to data that is stored in a file such as Microsoft Excel, PDF, special files, or more. And or you can connect to what is stored on Tableau server, Microsoft SQL server, Google Analytics, or other servers. So you can connect to various type of data sources that you have connected before or you want to connect now. Then what you do is you ask data, you use ask data or Tableau GPT, and that's the second step. So in Tableau, you use the Ask Data feature or Tableau GPT, and you type, there you type saying, show me revenue versus discount colored by region. So whatever you want to see, you can ask it. Or you could say, ask, is there a correlation between the employee tenure and the performance rating? So like this, you can use Ask Data or Chat Tableau GPT. Then you need to use the explain data feature. When you see an interesting mark or a spike, you can right click on that data point and choose explain data. And what will Tableau do? Tableau will analyze possible drivers for that point, right? And suggest which variables might explain why is it high or low and highlight potential correlations or outliers. So let's take a look at some example questions that you can ask Tableau AI for visually exploring patterns. You could ask, what dimensions influence the conversion rate if you are interested in conversion rate. Or you could say, why is profit low for this product category in region X? So you can specifically get answers there. Or you could say, show clusters of customers based on age, income, or purchase frequency. And Tableau AI will give you visuals like scatter plots, right? Clustered groups or distribution charts. The third option you have is to use the Chat GPT with data upload, which is a very fast, flexible correlation explorer. And this is extremely useful when you don't want to open BI tools and you are exploring early hypotheses. And what you do is the first step is to prepare your data, and there you need to use a clean CSV or Excel file and keep the column names meaningful like age, income, purchase frequency, churn flag, etc. etc. So that is the first step in using ChatGPT. Then what you need to do in the step two is to upload and ask for exploration. And there you need to tell GPT what you want. It could be simply saying, I am uploading a data set with custom attributes and churn flag. And then you ask what you want to know. And you could, some examples could be, give me an overview of numeric versus categorical columns, show a correlation matrix for numerical variable, and highlight which variables are most correlated with churn flag or target variable. And what will ChatGPT do? ChatGPT will will compute correlation metrics, create simple charts like scatter bar, box plots, etc., and describe relationship in everyday language that you and I can understand. So that is the second step. With that step, you are ready to get the correlations. Let's take a look at some example prompts for correlation. You could be asking, which variables are most positively and negatively correlated with monthly revenue, if that's what you're interested in. Or you could say, show scatter plots of the target variable versus the top three correlated predictors. We don't know which ones are, but you can ask. Or you can say, explain in plain language what these correlations mean and what might be spurious. You can even ask for the explanations, and you can go even deeper by asking that control for age and region and recheck the relationship between marketing spend and sales. Right. Now that pushes it towards more serious analysis because we are controlling certain variables and trying to determine the relationship between your target variable and one particular variable, right? So that's the kind of prompts you can give in ChatGPT for finding the correlation. What are the good questions to ask AI when hunting for correlations? And these might work, this can work in any of the three tools that we talked about. The first one that you can ask is, what are the top three variables that move together with your target variable, right? Because you may be interested in that. Then, is there a relationship that is linear, or does it change with different ranges? So, is it a relationship linear or is it variable? Are there segments where the correlation is stronger or weaker by region, age, product type? You will get answers to that. You could also ask, are there any surprising or counterintuitive relationships? And that's a very interesting question to ask, isn't it? Or you could ask, show me this relationship over time to see if it is stable. Now, that way you don't just get R or the coefficient of relationship, which is say it is 0.72 and stop, but you actually understand the pattern of data, right? Let's see a simple workflow that you can use for any data set. Let's say you have a data set of sales, ad spend, website visits, discount, customer segment, region, month. So first step obviously would be to understand the data, which will be AI assisted. And there you ask, describe each column, data type, missing values, and basic distributions. Second step would be to initiate the correlations and ask for the initial correlations. And there, what you do is you ask, say, for numerical variables, generate a correlation matrix and identify which ones are most correlated with, say, sales. And you will get some output which say sales equal to ad spend into 0.8, sales versus website visits is 0.7, and sales versus discount is minus 0.3, right? So like this, you will get the initial correlation. Then you can ask the program to visualize. And there you ask the tool to create scatter plots of, say, ad spend versus sales, scatter plot of, website visit versus sale. And you can ask this to color by segment, and you can also ask to show a scatter plot of ad spend versus sales colored by region and include a trend line. So you ask and you will get it. The step four is to segment based correlation. And you can ask for that by asking, is the correlation between ad spend and sales different across regions and customers? And now you see a correlation is strong only in some groups. And the last step is you can ask for interpretation of the decisions. And there you can say finally that summarize the main relationship and what they might mean for business decisions. What experiments would you suggest to test these relationships? And now AI is just not computing, but is helping you think, right? What are the important things that you should be aware of? Now, AI plus dashboards create correlations. Remember, correlations very fast. But remember, correlation is not causation. Just because two lines go up together doesn't mean that one causes another. What you need to do is check for confounders. Sometimes both an A build are driven by C, but they go together, right? And the causal is a C factor. So you need to always ask question. What alternative explanation could there be, right? Or what experiments or A/B tests could confirm this? And then you can even ask AI to suggest three possible causal mechanisms, right? Why A and B are correlated and what data or experiment might distinguish between them. So like this, you can stay sharp. So what do we do next? So in the next one, we will take a look at how can you use AI to find anomalies or clusters in your data, patterns of performance, customer behavior, or time usage, and allowing AI to do that. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on using AI for data-driven pattern recognition. I hope you continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.